physio, you know, the injuries never cease. Anyways, happy Wednesday. Welcome. Welcome to Stamping A to Z. I'm Linda Gibbs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada. If you're joining for the first time, welcome. Let me know you're watching. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to hear from you. If you've watched me before, welcome back. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Let's grow this community. If you're enjoying the videos, you can like, you can share, all the good things. I do try and keep track of the comments as I'm going, so feel free to comment, ask questions. I'll try and answer them as I go. Today, it's kind of a regular day in that I'm doing my 3 cards, but first I'm going to show you a sneak peek of my pre-order for the catalog, the new catalog that's coming out in September. So like the Christmas, fall kind of stuff. And my cards are going to be out of one of the suites from the new catalog. So it's all sneak peeks. I'm still going to show how to make 3 cards and some ideas, but I was going to start with sneak peek of the products that I got. Not all the products, obviously. So yeah, let's get turned around and let's get started. We will do the awkward transition here with my hands in the way. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this large box of stuff. I don't know if I should go, there's quite a few suites, but I didn't organize it by suites. Let's start with there's ribbon here. I'm gonna start with the ribbon, just cause. Or do you want it divided by suites? I don't know. Might be easier to go. Okay, I'm gonna pull this one out because I'm so excited. I haven't played with it yet. This is gonna be the next one. The one I chose for this week is kind of more fall. This is still fall pumpkins, but I thought it's more kind of Halloween time / Thanksgiving. So I will do that one next. But the reason I am excited about this one is for a few reasons. Now I'm just trying to remember what goes with this. Not exactly sure. Okay, this goes with this. And I believe there's some embellishments that go with it, but I'm not sure which ones they are. So there's a 3D embossing folder with the checked pattern, and you all know, if you've watched me before, how much I love embossing folders. Then we've got our bundle. So there's a stamp set and there's the dies, which are super fun. There's like the detailed part of the dies, and then there's the cutout. It cuts it out in 3. So I'm guessing these are 2, you know, I haven't even looked at the stamp sets. Normally I stamp the inside of my cases, so I know. So these are 2 big stamp sets that stamp the 3 pumpkins at a time. Now the fun part about this is there's masks, or I always call them stencils. Stampin' Up! Calls them masks. But so yeah, so there's all the 6. So you've got the first one, and the second one, and the third, and then you've got the stems, and then you've just got a leafy stencil pattern. So lots of, I love now that we've got these masks that can color in your stamping, because I love using the blender brushes and just coloring it that way. It's a no-brainer. You don't need to be an amazing colorist to get amazing results. So I love it. So I love that it has the stencils. And I'll just show you the paper quickly. So it's got these. I really like the colors that they've used for this. They're different. Oh, I must have missed. Oh, that's this one. So there's this check pattern. Or gingham, I guess. Ooh, pinks. That's different. And there's some cool lines. And then there's these pumpkin. I bet you these can be cut out with our dies. That looks like they are matching our dies. Then you've got the leaves. This looks like wallpaper. And a different color gingham. Ooh, those cute little pumpkins. Oh, this is pretty. The pink with the Cajun craze. And then some little pumpkins. So cute, cute paper as usual. And then I'm not sure which ribbon goes with this suite. So I'll just set that aside. And I can't show you the catalog yet at this point. I know that this paper is a standalone. It's the one that they donate from the proceeds, I believe. Super pretty winter, not ready for winter. And I think there's 4, yeah, there's 4 of each of these. So good for doing bulk cards, or if you run classes. Oh, I love this one. This would make such pretty cards. Oh, or even just like using like a strip of it if you're a scrapbooker. So pretty. And then there's, so I think there's 6, like three different ones. So a total of 6 if you count both sides. Again, like just gorgeous. That's when I have troubles cutting into paper. It's too pretty. But the fact that there's 4 will make it less scary. Because I always think, oh, but if I want to use this for something, then I won't have enough. Okay, let's pull out this one, because I know this one is all a suite. There's this, and this, and hang on, I gotta check my catalog. I don't know it well enough. I didn't stare at it enough, apparently. Okay, let me just, I'm gonna look at the pumpkin. Okay, so the pumpkin one that I just showed you has this Calypso coral ribbon and the painted patch adhesive back dots. So that goes with the one I just showed you. Then this one is a huge suite. It's the double, like the mega suite where they have two bundles. It has embossing folder. It has these gold adhesive back dots, and it has the jute string. So those are for that. And then it's a nice plaid, like the big plaid folder, which are super fun. And then I think it has more than just this paper, doesn't it? I thought it had one other paper. Maybe not. This paper is gorgeous, and it's one-sided, I believe. Yeah. So it's super thick. If you saw like our Easter paper that we had in the spring, it's thick like that. Like it's kind of almost a light cardboard, but then it has like the gold shiny foiling to it. It's super pretty. And then there's this one. And then there's the trees. It's not paper, so it's hard to grab. I can't get the... As usual, I forgot to turn on my lights. And it's kind of dark. Or it seems dark to me. Oh, because my blind is closed. I'll have to open the blind. Oh, this is pretty. I haven't looked through these yet. That's an interesting pattern. And then the last one, I didn't count how many that was, is these pines. And it's kind of like it's textured. Same with this one is textured. Some of them are textured and some of them are smooth. So that's the pretty paper that goes with it. And if you give me 1 second, I'm going to open my blind just because I feel like it's dark in here. Hopefully that helps a little. Okay, then we've got the 2 bundles that are part of this suite as well. So this one has the greetings and the pines. It's got a cool, well, it's got 2, I have 2 magnets. So it's got the wreath kind of, you can totally cut this into sprigs, and then it's got that nice oval shape, and then you've got your sentiments and then more sprigs. So if you like your sprigs, this is a good one. And then I really like this one because you can make like a little town landscape, not landscape. I can't think of the word. Anyways, you can do the trees, the house is further back, and then the house is closer up, and it has all the detailed dies. So you've got the outline cut. So if you're just stamping, you can outline cut it, or you can outline cut with the detail on the inside, and then you don't need to stamp also. And it has the trees and the deer, and I can't wait. I haven't pre-ordered yet. I should have already. I just have been slow. There's a new pre-order for the foiled, new foil items for Christmas, and there's a tree with some deer that get foiled, and so I'm hoping to get that to go with this. So they don't necessarily coordinate in that, like they're not matchy, but they coordinate with, you can use things together kind of thing. Okay, so that's that suite. Then what else? I don't know if I got any. I don't think I got any of the other. Oh, I got pieces of this suite. Let's see. This one is another mega suite, but I only got one of the bundles. That's that one. And then it has this beautiful ribbon and these sequins. So it has these nice, fun sequins. I'm not sure what this is. Cloud Coat? No, Lost Lagoon, I'm guessing. And then this is Cherry Cobbler, I believe. Striped ribbon, Cherry Cobbler. And then, so this one has, one of the bundles is mostly bows, and it's actually kind of cool. It has an impressions die with it that makes a nice big bow. But I really liked, again, the different sprigs that you could do to make some Christmas greenery, or this could be any time of year, but it has some really cool dies for the sprigs. And these dies cut out a lot of the paper that's in here. And again, I believe this is the one-sided. This is crazy how much they have of this. So this is the one-sided, super thick pieces. So I think it's this one. You can cut all these out with the dies. And then there's this pretty paper. I love this. This makes fabulous backgrounds. And then you've got some leaves and the cute little bows. I'm not sure if the dies, curious if the dies cut. I don't think it has one that cuts that out. I thought maybe it would. Maybe it does in the bow. No. but you could cut it, you could fussy cut it. Anyways, it's very pretty. All right, so that is part of another suite. Let's see. The one suite, the sunflower, I'm gonna do my cards with, so we'll wait to show you that till the end. All right, so then it's just kind of bundles and standalones. So this one I was super excited about again because it has the masks. So beautiful pine cone, the dies to go with it, and you've got detailed dies for these pine cones, and then the big one you've got the masks to go with. So you've got the big part and then more details and then more details and then the cute sprig, and then this is the whole thing. I wonder if it somehow, I wonder if it's meant to be used together or separate. I'll have to play with that and see. This might just be a, oh, I bet you it's to go, oh, maybe? I don't know, I'll have to play with it, but that's always fun because, again, I love these masks. I love the way they color, and it just makes it look so pretty. Okay, so that's that one. And then, oh, I can't remember if this one is part of, this might be part of a suite as well. I can't remember. Box of Joy. So this makes cute treat boxes. And then you've got your labels and then all the little pieces and parts to it. And it's a good size box because you have to cut 2 of these. So you basically use a full 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper to make your box. So your box size, like this is 2 inches and then this is 2 3/4. Like it's a pretty good size box to put things in. And then it has a little tab, and then you have all these cute labels like filled with joy, especially for you. So for gift giving, this is perfect. So you got that one, and then this was a stand. I think this might be an online exclusive. There's this one that you might not want to miss. If you like the triple banner punch that we have, and it has a set of sentiments that goes with it, this is meant to go with it as well, but it's more seasonal. But it still has like your basic thanks, grateful for you. So it still has some love you, but then it has trick or treat, holiday wishes, happy Halloween, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Valentine's. So it's got kind of more the upcoming holiday stuff that you can punch out with the triple punch. This was the last month's product of the month. I believe it's still available. I haven't played with it. It is a very beautiful flower that you can get for $7 with the purchase of 100. If it's still available, you can still get this. You can just get one per order per month. And this, I believe, is an online exclusive. I don't think it's part of the catalog. But this is going to be released also in September as an online exclusive. I had to get this because we love to ski and snowboard. So this was a must-have in my books. Then, I jumped to the online exclusives before finishing. So this is a 6x6 paper Creative Celebrations that's in the catalog. And I got it because it looked like it was something that you could make a whole bunch of tags very quick and easy. So you've got, I don't know how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 8 sheets double-sided, but you could cut all of these into tags. And then you have these cute, another 8 of these, again, with the backgrounds. And then you've got more tags. So you can make a whole pile of tags really quickly. And then these are just kind of, so you could use these for cards or bigger tags. And then there's the pieces that you can add. So some ephemera, and there's 2 of each of those. So I figured this was a quick and easy tag slash card slash whatever you want to make. You could make little mini cards with these ones. I just thought it would be fun. So I got that one. I can't remember if there was more to this, if it was part of a suite. It'll be so much easier when I can show the catalog. There's this beautiful timeless metallic that is part of a suite, I think, that I did not get, but regardless, it's kind of like a textured metallic. It's not super shiny. It's beautiful. So there's red, gold, and maybe shaded spruce. Is that what it is? It just says gold, green, and red. So beautiful Christmas colors there. And then I think I haven't put my stickers on to know what's, I don't think this is Winter Dreams. I think this is again from the catalog. I think it's part of the snowflake suite that I did, or it's a bundle. I'm not sure. It's one-sided again, but it's got these, it's not embossed. It's kind of got a velvety texture to it. Same with this. It's like bumpy. And then there's just the light snowfall. So there's 6 of those total with I think that's Secret Sea, which I love. Okay. Then there's this metal effects. There's a beautiful snowflake bundle in this that has a hybrid embossing folder, but I just couldn't make myself buy more snowflakes as much as I loved it. So this one has kind of a subdued gold, I would say, and then copper and silver. So those are some more metallic papers. So lots of shiny papers, which is great for Christmas. And then this is from the, this is a whole suite actually in the online exclusives that will be coming out. I did not get the bundle. I can't remember what the bundle was even of, but I loved this paper. The mountains is my happy place. So I had to get it. There's some beautiful plaids. Look at these trees. Oh, so beautiful. And then a sepia tone mountain. And your Christmas gingham, some wood grains, some more gingham, plaid, however you want to. And then, is this the same? It was slightly bigger. I'm not sure what the similar, anyways. And then this has the beautiful trees. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, I couldn't resist the paper. I resisted the bundle, but I couldn't resist the paper. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It would be a really nice scrapbook. Okay, then I believe this was part of it as well. That paper, like part of that suite. Adhesive backed snowflakes, super pretty. I don't know if it's part of the snowflake bundle or part of the online exclusive, And then this was part of another suite that I do not have, but I liked the gems, the glossy garden dots, and, oh, I guess I forgot. Ooh, there's this satin. You have to see this because I think it's got like a clear middle, like it's kind of see-through in the middle, a light weave. So pretty. And then this one is just a white textured ribbon. Now we do have, so in this catalog, they brought back the sanding blocks. I know I have the really old, these were from Stampin' Up! Many years ago. So half this, they're longer but narrower. These ones are a bit thicker, but they're great for using with our two-tone paper for techniques. And then there are some new, our stamping spots have changed, and I wanted to show them to you because they're very different than they used to be. Let me grab an old one so you can see the difference. Let's see. Okay. So these are the old stamping spots. It's a square, so it's quite a bit shorter. They're the same width as what they used to be, so 1 inch, but now they are 1 3/4, and before they were 1 1/4, so a 1/2 inch taller. Similar height. This one's just slightly higher, but not really. So our old ones, you'd open it up and it's facing upwards. So if you wanted to store it upside down, you'd have to go upside down. The lid has always been loose, so I always left one of the stickers on so you didn't lose the lid. These ones are similar to our new stamp pads, but they're not magnetic, but they're tight. So they seal pretty good. And then the ink pad is on the lid, so they're being stored upside down, which is how most of our ink pads are, which is really nice. So they're selling the blank ones, and then this is the first of the colored ones. And if you get Paper Pumpkin, the new, I believe not August, but September, I believe they said it will be one of these. And so this one is called the Harvest and Holly Premium Stamping Spot Assortment. So they're now premium stamping spots instead of stamping spots. So I just wanted to show you those because I was a little bit worried. I just purchased a carousel from Stampin' Storage to store my ink spots. And so they were meant to fit these, and these fit beautifully. These, luckily, because they're the same width and height, still fit. They just hang out more, and I'm gonna have to find a way to label, whereas these ones have the color, even though it's not labeled with the name. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for that, but yeah, I was so worried that I wasn't gonna be able to store these in there, and I just spent all that money getting the carousel. But they're really nice. I really like them. They're a nice size. I think I'm gonna like these, especially for traveling. I hope they come out with the whole collection in them. That would be nice. Anywho, that is the stamping spots, and I think other than the suite that I'm gonna play with today, I think that's all I have to show you. Let me just get this off my desk so we have room to play. All right. Here is the last, but not least, suite. It is the Sunflower Field suite, I believe is what it's called. It has 2 beautiful papers. It has this beautiful old olive gingham ribbon. It has these beautiful gems. They are radiant gems. Then we have the radiant sunflowers. So this is the stamp set. And then we have the dies. So the dies cut out all of these pieces, and it has a sentiment label. But then you can also cut out flowers and middles of flowers and stems as standalone because they have all the details. So I will be showing that. And then it has this beautiful paper that I've obviously cut into. So you've got some different grid papers. I love this. I love this color combo. I am not a big yellow, brown, but I really like the, I think it's Calypso Coral and then the blue. I don't know if it's what blue it is. Let's see. Secret Sea. That's why. That's why I love it so much. Yeah, anyways. So then we've got some green stripes. We've got these nice polka dots. And then some more cool sunflowers. And then we've got some nice, I think this is crushed curry. I think that's the whole bit for this one. There might be one more paper I didn't show you because I feel like there's another striped one. Oh, yeah, this one. So there's this one, kind of the in-between sunflower, and then there's the brown stripes. So those are the papers. And then there's these papers that are again like the Easter ones where it's thicker and has some shine, and it has these sunflowers. Now I discovered these sunflowers can be cut. They're the same as our die. So I die cut some of those. Easy, so you don't have to do any fussy cutting. Then we've got the nice stripes. It's kind of got like a copper foil, but it's not like in your face. It's not bling. Maybe because the whole thing is shiny, I don't know, but it does have some shine to it. So it's those three patterns, 2 of each. And then we get to make some cards. All right, let's start with the simplest and work our way up here. So I've already pre-stamped my flower, and oh, you're not supposed to see that because I'm going to color it, and through the magic of television it will. So look, I think I have a new one somewhere. I just need to pull it out. When my tips get super frayed, I cut it. I did see someone though use, I think, I haven't tried because I haven't been able to find them on Amazon, and because I live in Canada, it's expensive to ship from the US. But apparently the Ohuhu alcohol markers has replacement tips like this, and apparently they fit. So you could replace your tips, especially when you still have, the hardest part for me is when there's still obviously color left in here and it's just your tip that is wrecked. And I don't honestly know, my tips seem to just die sitting. I don't know if I hit it when I put it on and off. I don't know what it does it, but I'll open it up and it'll be all, and then I cut it and then I can use it a bit longer. So you're going to color your flower. This is one of the flowers in the stamp set. And then there's a die that cuts it out. You take your outline die and then just run it through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And then, through the magic of television, it's cut out. All right. Then I just have a piece of thick white, basic white, as my card base. And I've got a piece of the Designer Series paper, this beautiful, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Cajun Craze. I think I like it better. Yeah. But I really like the sunflowers on here, so I don't mind it. It's funny, when I don't think if I had the Designer Series paper, I don't think I would use some of the colors or do color combos, because you just, sometimes you don't like something or you think you don't like it, and then when you're forced to use it or it's part of something and you're more likely to use it, then you find new things that you like. So learning in my old age, it's it's good to be open-minded. I was always very set and knew what I wanted and didn't always, I would try new things. I can't say that I didn't try new things, but if I thought that it was something I didn't want to do or like, then no way were you going to talk me into it. Okay. You could call me stubborn. And I'm going to use what's left of my dimensionals here. Got to use all the pieces, right? Do you guys use your bits? I hope so, because they're perfectly good. No point in wasting them. Okay, so I'm just putting, I cut these two pieces using the, what are they called now? Flourish and Frames hot foil. And if I had had time, I would have, you can hot foil a frame around this. So it's these ones, the Flourish and Frames. So you can cut out the dies, which is what I've done, but you can add the frame detail onto here. And we are getting copper, we're getting some new colors of foil that'll be out in September for customers. And so I feel like adding copper to this would be super pretty, or even gold. Gold would work as well because there's the crushed curry in there and the flower. And I ended up using gold for my sentiment. So I probably would have used the gold, but either way, it doesn't matter. I'm going to put 2 of these just because it feels like it wants to curl. And I don't want it to curl. Okay, so I think I'm going to put my vase down first, which is one of the die. So when you cut the vases out, I cut it out of the designer series paper, and it cuts 2 at once, so it's nice. 2 with only doing the work for 1. And then I'm going to put dimensional on the back here of my flower. And then I'm just going to stick down the leaf part so that it's flat as it goes into the vase. So it'll kind of be at an angle like that. And then we want to add the thank you. So, oops. We want to put it on this end. Probably use 2 again. I hope this is narrow enough. Looks like it. And we'll just put a dab of glue. On the end here. And you could see I put dimensionals on the back of this piece just on the 4 corners. So now when I pop this part up, if it's going through the mail, it's still only 1 layer thick. It doesn't have multiple dimensions stacked in front or behind of each other. Now, this one I'm going to leave like this. My first one, I added a bow kind of around the neck of the vase, but I feel like it kind of hides the beautiful vase a little too much, but it went well with the black. So this is the foiling, hot foil, one of the sentiments from there. This is the reverse print, and this is the print onto black cardstock. And it looks like I put some pink in the middle there, but I didn't on this one. But either way, Let me know if you like one more than the other. I kind of like the one with the bow now. I'm not a huge ribbon person on cards, but I'm kind of liking the bow. Let me know what you think. All right, so that's card number 1. Card number 2 is pretty simple again, but I love this, the designer series paper. It's just so pretty. So again, I have a piece of basic white, thick basic white for my card base. I've got a piece of the designer series paper in the plaid, and I'm going to put that on top. This is the same paper that I used in the other one, only the opposite side. And when I put a whole I like to kind of do it like this so I know it's covering the whole card fairly straight. That's the nice part about using the glue, is it can be adjusted. Then I took 2 pieces of this design, because as you can see it doesn't match, right? So you take one way and one the other way, cut it at the, like together, the same angle, and then you can flip it. So that is what I did there, and I'm just going to glue it down to my cardstock here. So I really liked both of these. So I am not, if you've been watching me for a while, I don't use designer series paper a whole lot. I like to do techniques and make backgrounds and whatever. But I'm trying to use, like, the paper we have is so pretty, and I always buy it because it's pretty. And then I usually use it for more scrapbooky or album kind of stuff more than I do for cards. But I'm trying to use it more because I buy it because I love it, but then I just hoard it. So let me know what you think. Are you a designer series paper fan? Do you use it? Do you hoard it? What is your go-to? All right, so I cut a really thin strip of the kind of the more busy pattern out of the specialty paper. And then I'm just going to cut it. If it's not stuck too much. There we go. Okay, we don't need that. And then I'm just going to stick this down here. So you've got 2 different designer series paper, one that uses both sides. And we're using the 3 together, and it just coordinates beautifully. Right? Like, isn't that pretty? All the browns. And then, I just realized I forgot to cut myself a sentiment. That's okay. I will skip that. So these are the cutout flowers that I cut out the designer series paper using the die. And then we just put them down, and this is the sentiment, the label die that I forgot to cut out. And then I stamped Thinking of You from the stamp set, this Thinking of You. I used the copper embossing powder, and then I used some of the gems. So it really kind of coordinates with the, I don't know if you can see that kind of coppery look on the flowers, but either way, it's super cute. So that is card number 2. Okay, and then for card number 3, I've cut out some of the pieces and parts. Oops, you don't need to see all of it. just some of it. Okay, so these are the flowers that you can cut out with the dies. So this one cuts out 2 at a time. So that's those 2. And then I cut out the 1, and this is all just basic white. And then there's 2 smaller flower insides for this, and then 1 big one for that. And then if you were using the stems, you could use the stems as well. I did it using the white because I like to be able to color, because then you can get you could do it on colored cardstock as well, and you can still color over top. I don't know, if I use white, then I'm not committing to a color, and I can add whatever color I'm doing later. So if I'm not using the designer series paper and I don't want to do the yellows, then I can go rogue and do whatever. So here it looks like a line, but then I usually come in, and I know some people start with the dark, but I find if you don't get your paper wet first and lay down a layer of the alcohol ink, it doesn't, now this is only if you want it to blend. If you want to have direct lines, either you have to let it dry or do your dark line first. And then I came in here with the pumpkin pie. You can see this tip is, I think I've already cut this tip a little bit, but it's starting to go. Then we've got the darker. I don't know why my darker, I think I use the lights a lot more than the darks, because my lights are definitely the ones where the tips seems to go first. And then you can just glue it together, and you've got your sunflowers. And then I cut out, okay, so I have this designer series paper, which is the yellow flower. This would be a cool background as well. This is the paper I absolutely loved. This is the party banner dies. So I did 1 in the designer series paper, 1 in white to layer my, and then I've got another hot foil sentiment with gold on black. I'm not going to finish coloring these since I'm already getting late, but oh, I forgot to do I'll show you the edging. So I wanted to create dimension, but I didn't want to pop it up more because I was already popping this up. So I just colored the edges, and I'll show you how I did that. And then this one I used the white thank you. Here I was going to use the black celebrate. You could do the foiling on Secret Sea. I think that would look really pretty. I might actually do that if I have time. But for this one, I just took, oh, I put it away, silly me. I think it was making a mess. It had turned over on my desk. It's making a mess, so I had taken it away. So some people use direct ink pad to paper. I find it's harder to control, so I like to use the blender brush. And then I just come in and I kind of swipe it on the paper, and then if I want more, I just like rotate my brush further forward so that it gets more on the paper, and then I have more control as to how much ink I'm putting on there, and then I just go all the way around. You could do it with some brown if you didn't have Cajun Craze, but I'm just using Cajun Craze on Cajun Craze. So that is how I got that extra kind of dimension on this card. So you can see there's lots of different ways you can use this set. The dies are very versatile. Like you can use standalone dies, you can cut out the stamped images, you can cut out the designer series paper images. Lots of things that you can do. Anyways, these are my 3 cards for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you're excited about what's to come in September. If you want to get your hands on these products before September, You can always purchase the starter kit, which, by the way, has changed a little bit in kind of, I believe you can still sign up as often as you used to, but there's a new starter kit box, and I can't remember if I can show you. I got the box. It's really cool. It's got like lots of things in it. I don't know if they want us to show it though, because then it's not a surprise. So you get a box of goodies the first time you sign up. It's a one-time only kind of addition to the sign up. It's still the same price, the $135, and you get $165 worth of product. There's no shipping cost. There's, here in Alberta, you don't pay the GST, so it's a really good deal. And then you also get access to the pre-order. So you can order some pre-order stuff in your starter kit, but you can also order it in your next order once you've signed up, and then you get your discount with that. So that's an option too. If you want to know more about that, you can always shoot me a message, and I'm happy to answer questions. If you're in Canada and you're looking for a demonstrator, I'd be happy to help you. If you already have a demonstrator, talk to them about options, and yeah, hopefully you're looking forward to what's to come in September, and we'll get some, I don't know if I'm ready to do Christmas crafting. I know I should, but I still want to enjoy summer. All right, have a great rest of your week. I'm not sure if I will be doing a live next week. We're kind of in limbo as to whether we're going back to the lake with all these fires in BC. Hoping that things get better out there. Trying to send some of our rain their way, but it's just not happening. Anyways, have a great rest of your week. I will post I will post either way, whether I'm going live or I'm not going live. And happy crafting. Hopefully you can have some crafting time in this next little while. All right, bye.